What is up, everyone? Welcome to another Zen Reviews. This time with one of the most iconic heroes of the indie franchises. This time we have the Blue Knight himself, Shovel Knight. With his very first game, his debut to the world, Shovel of Hope. So, first of all, this is gonna be a series of 4 videos, starting with Shovel Knight. Then we're gonna have the other 3 campaigns from the Treasure Trove. And maybe a bonus episode. We'll see. Alright, let's get started. So, Shovel Knight released in 2014 from the developer Yacht Club Games. This is a platformer, and boy oh boy, it is very enjoyable, very well made. I simply love this game. So let's talk more about Shovel Knight. A brief story about what is Shovel Knight. Who is Shovel Knight? So Shovel Knight is just your average common guy. He just happens to wield a shovel for some reason. I guess that question never got answered. And he's on a quest to save his beloved friend, Shield Knight. So yeah, in this game, he has to go through many stages and defeat the Order of No Quarter. Little rhyme there. Next, let's talk about the level design. I personally enjoy very much the level design in Shovel Knight because not only it gives me that nostalgia for the older platformers like Mega Man, like Sonic, for example. Games that I really enjoy in the past and I still enjoy to this day. Playing Shovel Knight is just no difference, basically. It's actually the good old formula, but refined with the many upgrades and trinkets. And the movement tech you can just do in this game is also pretty nice. So yeah, the levels are not like super complicated. For the secrets, you can pretty much tell where and what the secrets are. Sometimes they're like above the stage, or you have to break a wall in Castlevania style. And speaking of Castlevania, the chicken dinner is also in this game. For those who enjoy some little references, there it is. And speaking of the many trinkets and weapons, well, weapon you only have one, which is your trusty shovel. But there are many trinkets and upgrades you can get throughout the game, ranging from health upgrades, mana upgrades. You can have a phase locket where you pretty much phase out of reality. You turn into this ethereal version of yourself where you take no damage, so it's nice to avoid spike damage. There's even some challenges where you actually put those trinkets to use. So there's also a gear that you can ride. I really like that one because it can just kind of like automate your movement. It's pretty cool. You can jump through gaps in the stage as well. So you can really mix and match certain powers to either fit your playstyle, so you can just zoom through the map with like propeller blade, the locket so you don't take spike damage, use the gear to jump through gaps, or you can play more on the defensive side, like again the locket I mentioned. You can use an orb I really enjoy the orb. You guys can see in the footage I use that one pretty much against every single boss unless they're not weak against it. But I like to use that one as a nuke pretty much. The orb is great. I love it. Alright, now let's talk about the bosses, the knights themselves. I personally like Spectre Knight a lot. Not only as a character, but, you know, he also has his own campaign. That's why I enjoy him so much. After playing the base game, I already liked him. But once he got his own game, quote unquote, that guy's amazing. But this is not the video for him. We're gonna talk about him in the next one. The bosses in this game are so well made. They're not BS or anything. They're pretty chill, honestly. Even the final boss, the Enchantress herself, is not super complicated to fight, so using again the many trinkets you have makes every fight pretty much a breeze. A fight here and there can be a little bit tricky because sometimes the terrain just breaks or something, but even then, it's not really an issue. And yeah, since I brought up the movement tech, I think the speedrunning potential of this game is quite nice. I haven't tried it myself yet. Maybe one day, we'll see. But having stuff like the Propeller Knight weapon, the blade, or the gears from Tinker Knight, I think you can do some pretty cool strats. Maybe on the speedrunning itself, people don't use that. I haven't checked in a while, but hey, if you're into that, it's a pretty good game. Highly recommend. Not only for speedrunning, of course, but just playing in general. And yeah, this is quite the banger for a first game. Shovel Knight just hit everyone so positively. It's insane, especially after they announced like every DLC was gonna be free. Like, what company does that? Well, later on we got that with Hollow Knight, for example. So, indie devs, my beloved, thank you for making this amazing game. I got so long ago, but still I enjoy it so much to this very day, and I'll continue enjoying it. And it's actually crazy that this game been out for how long now? 12 years this year. I'm getting old. Jokes aside, I just love Shovel Knight so much. So yeah, well, time for the verdict. Time everyone has been waiting for. So, Shovel Knight, Shovel of Hope, gets my very first 10 out of 10. This is my S tier, 10 out of 10. My beloved. I love Shovel Knight so much. And yeah, it deserves. Not only for the game itself, but what the devs did, like the free DLCs, for example. People wanted to pay for it, which you can, by the way. You can buy the standalone versions of each game or just buy the treasure trove, which is like the full combo with all the campaigns plus showdown. I don't recall if it comes with a DLC. Not DLC, sorry, the soundtrack. So yeah, highly recommend. Give it a shot. If you like platformers, it's a no-brainer. If you never tried a platformer for some reason, give it a shot. It's pretty accessible. The upgrades can help you a lot if you're struggling. And yeah, 10 out of 10. I love you, Shovel Knight. Alright, well, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time it is, wherever you are. See you guys in the next one. Also, for those who stayed to the very end, little hello, editor Zen for the first time. I would highly appreciate some feedback because this is the first time I'm trying to edit my own videos. As you guys could tell from the cuts and stuff. So, well, if you guys enjoyed, leave some feedback and what I can improve, all the stuff. And yeah, thank you once again. If you stayed until the end, I will send a hug. There you go. Especially for you that stayed until the end. All right, I'll get going now. Take care, everyone. See you in the next review.